Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers teaching the truth and in sincerity. This lesson will be entitled Esau vs. Job. What you are witnessing is a scene from Lethal Weapon, and this scene is called the jump scene. Now, the point of this scene being used in this video to prove a behavioral trait of the Edomites, you so-called white people who on your father's lineage goes back to the progenitor Esau, that when hard times prevail, you are mentally weak. And due to this mental weakness, okay, you give up on life. You're ready to kill everybody in your family and yourself because you cannot take the pressure. Now, this is evident, and history proves this, as well as current events. Look at the Edomites in Europe. They're jumping out of windows, and the worst is yet to come. So by default of this behavioral trait, we understand through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua that Job only could have been an Israelite. And let's prove that. All right. In Job, the first chapter, there is a bet amongst Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, and Satan. And Satan is saying that if you remove your hedge from around Job, then he would curse thee once you start taking everything from him. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua was like, hell no. Job is a servant of mine. Okay, a righteous man. No, he won't do this. All right. So let's start at verse 12. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. Meaning, you can do whatever you want to Job, but do not kill him. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord Yahweh. And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And there came a messenger unto Job and said, the oxen were plowing, and the asses feeding beside them, and the Sabeans fell upon them and took them away. Yea, they have slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of the Most High is fallen from heaven, and hath burned up the sheep and the servants, and consumed them. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the Chaldeans made out 3 bands, and fell upon the camels, and have carried them away, yea, and slain the servants with the edge of the sword. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness, and smote the 4 corners of the house, and it fell upon the young men, and they are dead. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. Now, we see what's going on. Job is being struck by Satan. Why? Because the hedge has been removed from Job because of a bet amongst Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, and Satan. Okay? So you see situation after situation after situation. Job is going through dire straits, meaning he's being placed in a position of difficulties. Now, this is Job's reaction. Verse 20. Then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell down upon the ground and worshiped. So he got up, he torn his mantle, he shaved his head, he fell down upon the ground and worshiped, and said, Naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return there. The Lord Yahweh gave, and the Lord Yahweh have taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord Yahweh. In all this Job sinned not, nor charged the Most High foolishly. All right? If this was an account of an Edomite, in verse 20, the scripture would have stated how he had killed himself. If Job was an Edomite, it would only be one chapter of Job. Only Israelites have the spirit to press forward. Okay? That's all we know. And this spirit is given to us by Yahweh, by Shem Yahushua. An Edomite could never go through what Job went through. Okay? This is Job 2:7. So went Satan forth from the presence of the Lord Yahweh, and smote Job with sore boils from the sole of his foot unto his crown. So he had boils from his feet all the way to his head. And he took him a potsherd to scrape himself withal, and he sat down among the ashes. So it's ongoing hell being put forth on Job by Satan due to that bet spoken of in Job, the first chapter. Verse 9, Then said his wife unto him, Do thou still retain thine integrity? Curse the Most High and die. Okay? An Edomite would have taken this advice. Okay? But Job's response was, verse 10, But he said unto her, Thou speak as one of the foolish women speak. What, shall we receive good at the hand of the Most High, and shall we not receive evil? And all this did not Job sin with his lips. Okay? Job was extremely spiritual. And most importantly, the spirit of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, was upon Job. And this is more proof that Job was an Israelite. This is Job 42:12. So the Lord Yahweh bless the latter end of Job more than his beginning. All right? So because of Job's faith and fear in Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, he was blessed more in his end than to start with. For he had 14,000 sheep and 6,000 camels, and 1,000 yoke of oxen, and 1,000 she asses. He had also 7 sons and 3 daughters, and he called the name of the first Jemimah, and the name of the second Keziah, and the name of the third Karen Hapuk. And in all the land were no women found so fair as the daughters of Job. So he had beautiful daughters. And their father gave them inheritance among their brethren. Verse 16, and this lived Job 140 years, and saw his sons and his sons' sons, even for generations. So Job's children that he lost in the first chapter, due to the process of reincarnation, he saw them again. How do we know? Because according to Holy Scripture, we come back on earth every 3 to 4 generations, or 3 to 4 generations, okay? So Job died being old and full of days. And this is how we know Job was an Israelite, okay? It was 42 chapters of the book of Job. And like I stated previously, if this was an Edomite, okay, it would only be 1 chapter of the book of Job. Lord will, you are edified. Shalom.